My name is Sylvia Thuku. I am the research manager for Shujaaz at Shujaaz Inc. My role is to manage all research projects. Shujaaz is mainly concentrated around results area 1, so around evidence generation and how multimedia programming can be used to promote agency and healthy sexual reproductive health behaviors as well as HIV prevention. The intention at some point is to check how scalable this is, so we're playing a key role there, and we do have a learning partner which is Makerere University. We are very big on having conversations with the young people that make them reflect about their own lives, but also like the entire experience creates value for them. And we have come up with several innovative ways to do that. We are continuing to innovate because we notice that the group of young people is changing over time, and you need to be agile as well. I think we are at a place where we've kind of got the rhythm. So there's a process we follow internally, which starts with, us understanding who our audience are, then sitting down together with our implementers, largely the media team, to craft strategies based on the data based on the insights we're actually seeing, but also based on previous campaigns plus other internal reports that we will have analyzed by then. So we sit together and craft a strategy that we think will best serve the purpose. The other reason why we actually like doing the research ourselves is because we noticed a long time ago that sometimes funders might have an idea of what they would like the change to be or what they think the problem is, but when we go to the ground, we actually find that the problem is 100% different. So we use some of these insights that we are getting from the ground, plus all these other reports that we've analyzed, and then we create the strategy. We do break the strategy down into annual, quarterly, monthly, and weekly goals. So we understood internally that agency is kind of like a complex concept. Even we ourselves were struggling to kind of put into words what agency could be. So we did not know where to start with our young people. How do you improve agency when the young people out there don't even understand what agency is? We are very big on amplifying role models. If we discover, or let me call them positive deviants, people who are actually practicing the desired behavior change. So if we notice that there is this person who exhibits certain characteristics that are actually positive and can serve as a role model to other young people, we will make sure that we showcase that person as an example, and then invite the young people to share their comments, observations, experiences, challenges, etc. I must also say that for Shujaaz, we did start thinking about agency a long time ago. We've been thinking about different elements of agency, how to motivate or inspire or enable people to have agency for a really long time. I think it's been more than 5 years. We're in 2023. It's been more than 5 years. So we've kind of gotten into a rhythm of identifying individuals who exhibit characteristics of agency, showcasing them to other people, helping other people change their lives by motivating them, by them looking and seeing what these role models are doing, and as a result changing their lives as well. Stories are one of the key metrics, and actually this year one of our biggest organizational goals is an increase in the number of these positive deviant stories that we are hearing from people. So we have set targets around them. So what this is essentially doing, it's encouraging the team to create more content that is relevant for us to hear more from our audience about the impact they have in their lives. I think one of the most interesting things that we do is that every month we have to share at least 2 positive success stories, with the rest of the team. One, it's about encouraging the team that the work we're actually doing is causing the changes that we aimed for. But 2, it's also to encourage them to put in more effort, to change more lives, among other things. So we also inspire ourselves by reading and hearing those impact stories. I think how local agency looks like in the different contexts and probably sharing recommendations for other hubs in terms of, we are seeing this, we think this could actually be useful, or we think, like, based on our context, this is how agency looks like. So they also actually, the cross-sharing of learnings. So for instance, this is how agency looks like in our context. How does it appear in yours? What can we steal with pride, using that word loosely? What can we steal with pride from your hub as we are running our program? So the cross sharing of what the local constructs of the word is, the behaviors around it, probably what's worked in one context over the other.
And let me know.
And it has to be one word.
No, you can have a few.